Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was maybe our best game of the year. I thought at both ends. Other than that blip in the third quarter where we had some turnovers, got a little sped up. I thought we, played throughout the game well and battled. When they made some tough shots and they executed some stuff, and they've got some kids who can go get a shot. And I just thought we didn't hang our head. We just kept playing, and we shot the three well. That helps. So, I mean, when you shoot it as well as we did today, it looks a little bit better. But I'm really pleased. I thought it was, if not our best game. I don't know. I thought it was. I can't remember a game where we played better from start to finish.
Open for questions for student athletes.
Morgan, first of all, do you share that sentiment, and why, if so?
That was the best game. It felt good. I don't know. I don't really sit back and compare like before I go to bed. But like,
Why do you think Flynn thinks it was the best game?
I think
He's in a good mood.
yeah, we played completely on both ends. I think we executed what we wanted to going in, and I think we just played with a lot of fun out there, and that's part of it.
Going into the game after losing in early December to St. John's after such a close game, how did this win kind of feel?
Yeah, it felt good. This is a win a game that we've had circled on the calendar for a while. We played them early on, but we were undefeated when we lost to them, so they were our first loss. And in terms of standings for the conference, it was a really big game. So I think we all knew that and understood the assignment.
You had a career high 8 assists today. What do you see when you got to that second level after you got to step on your defender today?
Yeah, I feel like if I put the ball on the floor, and I don't have my shot, I'm looking for my teammates, and I feel like I was a little bit more willing to. We were also, at least I feel like there was some late shot clock situations that I was put into, and was able to make some plays out of that, and it helps when you have teammates that are good shooters and can finish, so.
What's your comfort level at that spot now? I know mid-season to have a position change and have to think about the game in different ways. Obviously a challenge. How do you feel at this point of your progression after that change?
Yeah, I definitely feel more comfortable. I feel like I've always been, not that I was uncomfortable with the ball in my hands. I feel like looking at last year and then this year, I've definitely been able to make more plays, and so that was part of the switch too, is just having the ball in my hands more, so I was able to make those plays, and so I've definitely settled into that role and embraced it.
You guys were up 3 after the first quarter, then you went on a 12-2 run. That's when I think Rachel had a couple baskets, and then you hit 2 threes and a layup.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, did you guys kind of feel at that point, that was kind of a turning point in this game?
I think so, but I honestly feel like felt like we were ahead, and I felt good about where we were from the get-go. We were getting what we wanted on offense, and then defensively we were making it hard. So I felt good from the jump.
Morgan, how do you think this team has grown defensively just as the season's continued?
I think we're definitely more self-aware of just our limitations. We're not great one-on-one, but we're great as a team, and I think we bought into that. And the coaches tell us that in practice every day, play team defense. I feel like that's the biggest difference on that end of the floor.
What did you guys see from Emma in the fourth quarter that she made a spurt of plays that allowed you to kind of put the game away?
Yeah, that's one thing that's dangerous about our team, Emma, I don't even know how many she ended with, probably high teens, 17. But it's funny because she ended with 17, but to me, she felt quiet, until that fourth quarter. But it's just huge to be able to have her make plays like that, and be able to get buckets, kind of fly under the radar, if you will, most of the game, and then come and make huge plays at the end to seal us.
Lauren, what did you see on that turnaround jumper?
I honestly don't even know. I didn't even think about how it like didn't hit the rim. And then like people, I was like, oh yeah, I got blocked the first one, and then everyone was yelling at me to shoot it because I was like dribbling it out. I was gonna like set it back up, and it's like, well, guess I gotta shoot it. So it felt good though, and I turned around. I was like, oh, I think that might go in, and it did. So.
Lauren, you want to do 3-point shooting? Are you getting it off quicker, or is it just small sample size in my brain thinking that you are?
Maybe a little bit. I think I don't really know what's changed recently, but I just have like less conscience about pulling the trigger. You know, when your feet's set and your mind's set on it, I feel really good just catching and going right away.
She played against Morrow the other night too. That probably.
This could be for either Morgan or Lauren. What do you think has just been key to this streak that you guys have been on?
Yeah, I feel like honestly the biggest thing is just getting back to playing team basketball. You know, I feel like when we were like losing games in December and dropping games that we should have been winning in January, it just didn't feel like we were clicking, you know, and like playing like we usually do. I could be wrong on this, but I think our team assist numbers were like lower than they usually are and where they should be. But we've getting back to playing our game, playing team basketball on both ends of the floor, and that's been huge for us.
You guys have a lot of success on the road. Now you go to Seton Hall in a couple of days and everything. You feel pretty good after the way how you played them here going into that game?
Yeah, I think especially after today, I feel like we have a lot of momentum and good vibes around the team and just how we played today. And, you know, I think Seton Hall will definitely be ready for us. But it'll be a fun environment, and I think we're ready, confident.
Any further questions for Mr. Knapp?
Petra will be ready to go.
Good.
Thank
Good
you.
job, you guys. Curfew's 12:30.
Open floor to questions for Coach Leonard.
I know you make fun of the halftime adjustment narrative sometimes, but did you do anything different to Everett in the second half to limit how often she got to the line and limit how clean her looks were up catches?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, we said they're not going to let you bump her. They're not going to let you lunge. You just gotta keep her weight back a little bit more. Maybe is what we advised. You know, and just yeah. I mean, a couple of them were reaches. A couple of them she's good at getting into your body and creating contact. But and then I think the separation that we had maybe helped them. They didn't go to her as much, or at least she was a little less involved. I mean, they're I don't mean this about, but like they can throw the ball. When they throw the ball inside, they can be effective, and I think they did that at times today. And I think they're, just watching them, sometimes you're a little puzzled that they don't throw it in more, because they can score that way. And but they obviously have talented guards too. I mean, so I don't know if they went away from her a little bit more, but I don't know if what I told them helped. But yeah, she didn't draw the fouls in the second half. She did in the first.
We were talking about Lauren having 8 assists. I guess what have you kind of seen out of her, and how much does it help to have a bunch of kids who can get assists? I mean, you had 27 of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Lauren said, we're doing a better job of trusting each other on the offensive end and being more willing to, work deeper into the clock and trust that what we do off the ball is going to translate into an easier basket or an easier opportunity later. And I feel like we've you know, and I think we've solidified our rotation a little bit more. Our freshman guards, you know, yeah, they don't play, but like I think they come in and they've done a good job. You know, having Carly and Rachel both, you know, we went without Rachel for several games, and then, you know, maybe she wasn't quite back to speed for the first few games she was back. I just think those guys give us, you know, I just like our depth, which I think helps our motion. You know, when you have to play, you know, when you can be a little deeper, you're going to be a better off the ball movement team, and I think we've been that way because, you know, I trust our freshmen a little bit more, and you know what Jamie and Mal and obviously what Carly can do. So that I think that helps. But I do think moving Lauren, you know, like you look at Molly, 7 assists, no turnovers today. I mean, you know, so she's done it. You know, I think those two, Lauren and Molly, were about 3-to-1 assist to turnovers coming in the league, in league games only. They were about 3-to-1 assist to turnovers. So I feel like it's worked. I mean, you know, I think I wasn't expecting when we moved Lauren on the ball for it to be perfect the first few weeks, but I think it's at least met my expectations, and I feel like it gives us a higher ceiling going forward because you can look and say, hey, 15 assists, three turnovers from your two primary ball handlers. That's pretty good.
I was going to ask on Molly. I know she only hit 2 shots, but it felt like they both forced timeouts. And then mentioned the 7 assists, no turnovers, and then her defense on the ball. Like,
Yeah.
do you feel like she had a larger impact maybe the box score than people believe today?
Yeah, it felt to me like she had more than 2 baskets. When I looked, I was like, okay. I mean, because I felt like she played, I do feel like she played well. And, you know, like I said, I just think our defensive rotation's a little bit better too. We can, you know, with Carly, Rachel, Lauren, Molly, and our 2 freshmen, like we can guard the Everett and Bailey and just a little bit better because you're just a little bit fresher. And I think that like I thought defensively she was really good today too. And you know, it helps that we shot the, you know, it helps that we shot the ball well today because with Lauren was, you know, Emma hit two buzzer beater shot clocks, you know, Lauren hit the one that, you know, that we talked about. So we hit some, you know, a little bit of that's luck, but I think also it's the ability to, like I said earlier, to trust that you can go later into the shot clock and you can still get something pretty good. And I think at times earlier in the year we didn't necessarily have that. And you know, also just losing Tatum, I mean, I know I've said that a lot, but like it's taken a little bit for this group to get to where I think we're definitely a better passing team than we were a month and a half ago.